Hey everyone, so let's continue with these word problems. Still section 2.3. I took off the camera so I can write a little bit better, and this way you can see what I'm writing. So this first real life application problem, it says the depreciated value in dollars of a business car after X years is represented by this equation, y equals negative 4,200x plus 21,000. So guys, there is a couple main pieces to this equation that we have to understand, okay? What I first want to just identify and point out is depreciated. So we might not be familiar with that word, but depreciated, you can use like the prefix here. What's that sound like? Decreasing. Something is decreasing in value. Something's going down. So I want to kind of relate that to this first question. Identify and interpret the slope. So if we look at the slope, you can tell me right away. I know you can tell me what the slope is because we just practiced it. Remember, if we're looking at the equation in slope-intercept form, what's our slope? It's going to be the m, which is negative 4,200. So why does it make sense that the slope is negative, right? It makes sense that the slope is negative because every year, we can write this down, every year a business car loses, because it's decreasing, depreciated value, it's going down, decreases that much money, $4,200 in value. Okay, the slope is how much it's changing every year. I know to say every year because of this part right here. And that's its dollars. It's changing. Slope is how much we're changing. Remember, slope is another phrase for rate of change. The next part is identify and interpret the y-intercept. Again, I know you know how to do that. The b value in the slope-intercept form here is $21,000. So what does that mean in this problem? If you think about the graph, or any graph, here is our y-intercept, right? And this, if we're talking about time, this is 0. So the y-intercept is always a starting point. So in this situation, it's the car is originally worth $21,000. Okay, that's how much it started. That's how much it cost originally. And now, ever since time is going on, the value is decreasing. And then the last part is identify and interpret the x-intercept. Well, guys, we have to remember how to find the x-intercept. In order to find an x-intercept, remember we set y equal to 0 and solve. Okay, so I'm going to set y equal to 0, and then we're going to solve this. For x, right, to find the x-intercept, I'm going to subtract 21,000 on both sides. So I'm now going to be left with negative 21,000 equals negative 4,200x. And then to get this x by itself, we'll divide both sides by negative 4,200. And when I put that right into a calculator, right here, negative 21,000 divided by negative 4,200, I get a positive 5 equals x. Okay, that's our x-intercept. And what that means, and if you think about a graph, putting all of this together, the slope is negative, it's going downhill. Here's your y-intercept. Here's your x-intercept. That's it says the car will not have any value after 5 years. We know the x-intercept represents time because of the direction. Right in the very beginning it says x is years as we're going on. So if this is where we're starting, the original value, it's depreciating, going down. 5 years later, that's when we're at 0. There's no more value to the car. Okay? Let's check out another example. So it says there is a $10 monthly membership fee to download music. There is also a 50-cent fee for each song downloaded. And then we're going to answer these questions. First thing, let's just understand there is a $10 monthly membership fee. So guys, that's our starting point, right? Right away, we have to pay $10 no matter what. And then it's going to increase for each song downloaded. So our linear equation, so y equals, we're going to put this in y equals mx plus b. Something that's changing as it's going, there's a 50-cent fee for each song downloaded. That's what's changing. That's our slope. And plus where we're starting. Okay, so we put that together. This 50 cents is how much it's changing. The changing is our slope. What's changing is going to be the slope. Then we can put this together. So graph the equation. Our slope, we're going to need to know what that is 0.5. Put that as a fraction. We know that's 1/2, right guys? So the y-intercept is at 10. So I'll put a point at 10. And then we'll use our slope. Rise and then run. Rise 1, run 2. Rise 1, run 2. And then we'll connect. And then last thing we want to do is, what is the cost of downloading 15 songs? So it's a bummer, right? I can only see my graph up to 6. That's when I use my equation. Y equals 0.5x plus 10. And we're going to substitute. Well, if x, it represents the number of songs, I'm going to set 15 in for x. Substitute it in, and then we just are going to apply order of operations. We'll do 0.5 times 15, and then I'm going to add 10, and we should get $17.50 is the cost of downloading 15 songs. Okay, guys, so this is just 2 examples of some word problems in slope-intercept form of equations of lines. Great job, guys. Thanks for listening.